Welcome everyone, it's Enrico Jenko. I am the Signal. We're powered by the mighty Team Alliance. As usual, we're on these charts. July 5th, 2018. Just looking, as usual. Most of these sessions that I put out on YouTube for the summer will be a little shorter. I know you guys are busy, so I'll keep the longer videos really for my students and members. We'll keep the longer videos for them. Of course, they're actually paying, and they're the ones that are mostly interested in the intricate parts of what we do on these charts. A lot of you guys might be just really new to looking at the charts, so you might not go in as deep. We're using my magic box along with what I like to call Enrico's Rifts. Enrico's Rifts are areas of high probability trading, make it possible for us to win 10, 20, 15 trades in a row when we do it right. And just to have that mindset that you can win 30, 40, 50 trades in a row, or just to have that is great, because you know that even if you stumble or trip, you got plenty of wiggle room, because your skill level allows you just to win lots of trades all the time. I'm looking at my magic box here. As I always tell you, with the magic box, encapsulates about 80% of the information. Top of the box, high prices; bottom of the box, low prices; and middle of the box, erratic movement. Resistance line: when price is over this line, then price tends to become not high anymore but low. This line is created by Enrico's Rifts. It was created when the market was in an uptrend. The support levels in the uptrend. At the bottom we have a support level. This support level right here is actually a historic line from a closing, a Friday closing. This is a historic line. Price just landed right on top of it, and it shows to be a strong level. In my trading, I'm going to wait for prices to hit all the way down here. I want to look at it when price is at this level. I believe at that level prices will be what they consider low prices, and at that level I will consider buying if the price action looks as if buying is what we should be doing. If it looks like it should be selling, then of course we will be selling, but we're not going to take any actions until we actually get to that point. Why is that? Why is that? Why is that? As a trader, most of our time is spent sitting on our hands and watching the market and waiting for predictable price levels where there are high probability trades. If we don't do that, we will get our head snatched off our necks by the market. The market responsibility, its focus, its objective is to herd as many retail traders together. That means put all the retail traders in a corner and dig in their pockets. Dig in as many retail traders' pockets as possible. That's their job, unbeknownst to some of them. So some of them do their job with efficiency, and they don't even know that they're reaping the retail traders. They don't know that. They do it for dividends or profits for whatever company, whatever big bank that they're working for. So that's just the way of the world. So knowing that this is the way of the world, we have to understand that the market is a risky place. Anytime you put your money in the market, it is at risk. And it's at risk high level, like high level risk. Like it's not a chance that maybe is a possibility I might lose. There's a good chance, it's more than likely that you're going to lose if you're in the market at the wrong time, in the market unfocused, in the market blah, 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 blah. A whole checklist of things you could do wrong compared to the checklist of things that you need to do correctly. So that's just the way of the market. And since we already know that it's like that, we take extra precautionary measures. That means we only enter the market under certain conditions, in certain price levels, certain times. It's not a willy-nilly, oh, the price went up as such as it just did. You see the price go up. That doesn't mean that it's time to start doing what the price is doing. The price is green, suggesting that we should buy. That doesn't mean that we're going to jump into the market buying, because our price level we're looking at, we said, is down here. This price level is not that this price level is high either. This price level is probably mid-range right now, and it could go higher. But the fact that the price is a mid-range price level means that anything that's in the middle means it's not at the very high, it's not at the very low. So that means at the middle is going to introduce the other side, because that's why it's, you know, in the middle, because the other side starts to come in contact with it. So once I know prices are in the middle, then I know that's an area that the price can be erratic, and I'm not just going to take a trade just off the whim, right? As we saw, price move down a little bit, right? And that little bit is nothing for most traders, but it's everything to a trader that trades on a 5-minute binary, or a 1-minute binary, or a 2-minute binary, or whatever, what may have you. That trade, that might be the difference between a win or loss, just that small move right there, right? So that's why we're conscious of everything in the market, because it has, every bar has bearing on someone, right? That's how the bars even was created, because someone was in the market. So every bar has bearing on someone. Whether it has bearing on what you do in the market or what I will be doing is another story. We don't know. Looking at the price level as the price moved up here, now we'll look to see, this is at this kind of mid-level, right? I said I'm looking to see if the bulls, we're talking this particular example, we'll look to see if bulls continue to buy the market upwardly at these higher prices. These were the lower prices, these are higher prices, right? So I want to confirm that the bulls will continue to buy. Will they continue to buy at this level? Will they continue to buy at higher price levels? Or are now sellers being introduced to the market that will drive the price down? So always within the market, we have selling going on and we have buying going on at the same time. At the same time. You always have to remember that. So the market is being pushed up and is being pulled down at the same time, right? Pushed up. Is it pushed up? Yeah, push up and pull down. Pulled up and pushed down. Either one. They're being pushed up and pushing down, right, at the same time. Depending on which side is greater, moves the market their direction. So what we're always looking for is dominance in the market. So this magic box that I create, these Enrico's rifts, as I call them, these support lines, everything is to only really figure out which side is more dominant. I don't even care about what any of the candles individually are all together. I don't really care what they're doing. I just want to determine, is the candle moving in one direction, such as this one. This one says, look, I was moving up. This red candle says I was moving down. This candle says I was moving up, right? This candle right here, this little bitty, says I didn't move anywhere, right? as a range, right? So I want to know all the time, is the market ranging or is it trending? Is it moving in one direction or is it just meandering and oscillating between both directions? And we're doing that at every level of the market, from the 1 minute time frame all the way up to the hour time frame, to the daily, to the monthly. Our situation is always the same, and our decisions are the same. The time frames might be different, but decision making is the same. That's why I love the fact that once you have the skill level to do what you want in the market, you pretty much do what you want in the market and are able to use any platform and skillfully build your account to what you want it to be, right? And at that point, when you're able to do that, so much is just a mental game, right? The confidence to be able to take the higher contract trades, right? You might knock it out, boom, 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 one or two pies. Do you do the same when you move the money up to 5 or 10 pies, 20 pies? You see, emotionally, mentally, you might buckle, pressure bust pipes, as the old saying goes, right? Not everyone has emotional fortitude to stand in there with high value trades, money on the line like that. So these are just things you gotta kind of learn and as you go by. I've been doing this for quite some time now, so it's really not much to me. But my heart flutters just like everyone else's heart flutters when you take a trade. I get butterflies in the stomach every time I take a trade also. That never changes. The way you process it eventually changes, but that feeling is always there, but the way you process that feeling is different. And I always think that's a interesting study that someone can do on themselves. If you never played like a sport, maybe you never played a sport before, right? But if you played a sport before, you understand the difference between practice and the live game, the live situation. You understand that there's a distinct difference between what goes on during the practice and the live game. And what goes on has nothing to do with that change I'm talking about, has nothing to do with the types of plays ran or any of that. It has more just to do with the mentalities and emotions of the players on the field, on the court, whatever sport we're playing. Or we don't even have to be talking about sports. We could be talking about schoolwork and test taking and stuff like that. It's people that perform on higher levels than other people. In every walk of life, there's going to be people that just perform on a higher level than others at a certain skill set. And this is what you strive to achieve in your trading, to be on a higher level skill set than everyone else. And to do that, you have to get to the point where you're looking at the market for its reality and not what you want or assume that you want to happen. You can't romanticize what you're seeing in the market. You don't want to romanticize what you see with the thoughts in your head, because there's plenty of people that, because of thoughts in their head, lost money. Like, for instance, you want to buy, you might want to buy your wife, your lady, and I'm talking from the male perspective, because you might want to buy your wife or lady a fur. Say you want to buy a fur or something. Let me do something else, because people be against fur, right? I got to be politically correct. So you want to just buy your wife some high-ticket item. So You like, that's what you're jumping in the market to do, to get this item for her birthday. Right? It might be that item might cost $5,000. In the midst of you trying to make that $5,000, you might spend $15,000. Right? That item that you're looking to buy might have got 3 times more expensive, just because you want the market to do things that it's not doing. So these are just, you know, a lot of things that I look at. As I said, this is going to be shorter sessions for outside people. I'm gonna stick around probably for a little bit more. I want to see if something happens, but we're not in the area that I want to be in yet anyway. Most likely when we do get into that area, I will pop back on the video and we'll see what's up. Let's just check, see what pricing is looking like on the NADEX, on the DEX, right? I got my BT online up too. Not actually, I'm not even taking a trade on my BT jump lineup. I'm not even taking a trade there because I don't want to. I want to actually build this account now. I think a little bit, right? I think we're gonna build this up from $2 just to do it. You know, just to do it, because it's still a great achievement. If I take the 2 to about 10, 20, 30, 10, 20, 30, you know what I'm saying? From the 2, I still count it as an achievement. Especially if I could do it just ongoing, just wreck. You know what I'm saying? I just jump on, you know, when I take it, here's 2 here, here's $2 here, here's $2 there, bow, bow, bow. Next thing is 10, 15, 20 bucks off of the $2, right? Man, so you do that a couple of times, eventually it's $100. I'll throw that in NADEX, right? Then in NADEX, I'll be doing one pie like you see me doing. Then I'll push it up. Next thing you know, 5 pies, 10 pies, or I'll take it up to about a rack, you know, $1,000 or something. Take that money out, man. From $2, I ain't do it from $2 yet. I ain't do it from $2. You know, I do it from $100, you know, all the time. But from $2, if I do it from $2, you're gonna have to say, yo, God damn, that trader made my day. You see what I'm saying? You're gonna have to say that. If I do it from $2, you're gonna say that. God damn, that trader made my day. You see what I'm talking about? So we're gonna try to get it like that. We're not trying. I know we're gonna get it like that. That's no question, because it's already the timing and all that is already kind of there. So when I say in the future a little bit, I'm talking about kind of for the students and new traders and new members that come into the IMtheSIGNAL, right? And we start doing a little bit of that. But that's going to be cool too, because I think that's just, you know, that's great practice for you, and it's only a couple of bucks. If you decide to even do a couple of bucks, you don't even have to, you know, participate in that. You can still be on your demo learning how this comes together. That's what I really would like you to do, just stick with your demo until you beat all the bozos on the demo, right? Once you can whip up on the bozos on the demo like you want, like you jump in there and whip them up like you feel so, then you know you're at least ready to step on the court with the big boys. You see what I'm saying? Because there's a difference between the G League, the D League, and the League. You see? There's a difference. You might be in the Grapefruit League. If you can't dominate the Grapefruit League, right? You can't dominate that. You can't. Then when you come up to the majors, you know you're not doing nothing. You know it. You already know it. You already know it. And these leagues I'm talking about, which it's just sharks, right? Because it's all about money. This is just shark shit, just straight shark. All right. So that's what it is. I don't think. Well, they started buying up again. I think that's an interesting point. Let's see. 114. They started buying up again at 58. 58, they started buying up. Is that something to take? Nah, it's not to take a shot at. It looks like they buying up like that. No, they actually not. They're actually not really buying like that. Let's see, for what's this? 1 minute? I don't know, but see, this is another. See, I got this other one too. The count dropping good a little bit. I started this like $20, something like that. But daggone, I just do this for 1 minute. I don't even think this gonna pop like where I want it. I just be liking these little $1 joints sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Just push the account. Just push the account. You just move the account a little bit. You see what I'm saying? Just move the account a little bit. Just move it a little bit. Dumb. But this is what we do. We just sit and trade. Like that's what we're doing all the time. You know what I'm saying? We just on here on the charts. When you catch me on here, I'm here. I'm probably on here like three, 4 times a day, and we're just going to be looking at the charts. We'll be discussing. I won't even always be talking. It'll just be, you know, the chat is going on a lot of times, but we're discussing the trade. That's what we're just discussing the trade. What that trade thing just went off. What was that like? What was that like? Oh, they got me. See, this right here, this was nothing. I actually lose 20 cents on that because it was a push. That was a push. I didn't even win that one. That was a push. On a push, at this time, you lose 20 cents on a dollar, right? That's 20% on a dollar, though, right? That's how they do you, though. Let's see what it looked like in the market, though. We want to do one more 1 minute jump off. Should we do that? It's not even a real setup coming, though. It's not really a real setup here. But let's just do another one just so you can see how this be. Let me see which direction this is gonna go to in 1 minute. Let me see. I gotta look on the NADEX. Let me see how the market is moving on NADEX. 23.8. Let's push up. All right, we're just gonna push up right now, just so we doing something. See, this how this is. This right here, this gets addictive, right? So now I'm just being a little addictive on you. But I like things because it's all about price, though. It's all about market, price action, and anything you're doing, in the market, just looking at price action, you actually learning, though, as compared to just fiddling around, right? So you're actually in there looking at situations, opportunities, and you're putting something on it. Like, I know most people hate rocking with the demo, but I think the demo is important, more important than most people realize. But when I want to do just something real safe and get the itch out to just see if a trade works, instead of going and spending and winning or losing, a big amount, I just tried a little amount, right, and see what's up. See that one? All good. That one, we won a little $1.80 on that one. You see what I'm saying? We lost $1.20, then we won $1.80 on that one. And I mess around, do that back and forth. But those little spots like that, I don't put no money in there. I only put like $20, $25 in there. You see what I'm saying? Take it up to like 50 from that, and then start it all over again. Wind it up. That's how we do it. I'm Rico Janko. I am the Signal. We're powered by the Mighty Mighty Team Alliance, and we just do this. We just do this. We just keep trading. We trade. We train. Trading and training. Live. That's all. Just trading and training. We just keep on doing that. So you see me real soon, all right? Enrico Janko.